And within this realm, the power of intent, the power of true intent.
We love hearing this from you. And this is the thing. So when you are living the revolution, when you are living in the revolution, where you know so clearly the injustice and what you do not want, can you feel the powerful intent that is shooting out of you in a powerful way? Oh, that intent happens in that step one phase. When you're in the contrast, when you are in the injustice, when you're in the misunderstanding, that's when the intent shoots out of you. And that's the thing that is so misunderstood by so many people, because they think that they have to hold fiercely to the intent as in effort and action in order to make something happen. And they don't realize that that intent works against them. That's why step one and step three are very different steps. That's why the receiving mode is a relaxed state. It's not an intense state. It's an allowing state. It's not a resistant, defiant, justified state. When you're justifying and defending and rationalizing, you're not open and allowing. You're doing more step one-ing, and you're adding to your desire in a stronger way, and maybe even amending your desire. Step one matters too. But when you made the decision to come into these physical bodies, it was your intent to spend 10% of your time step one-ing and 90% of your time receiving and allowing. And humans, you've got it flipped. You spend 90% of your time fussing around in the contrast and making your statements of what you want. And do you know that the vibration of a question and the vibration of an answer are very different vibrations? Just like the vibration of a problem and the vibration of a solution are very different vibrations. So if you're beating the drum of the problem or the question, then you cannot be in the receiving mode of the answer. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So that's why ask, rage, write letters to the editor, do whatever you want to do, but sometimes meditate and let yourself get into the receiving mode, and then follow the impulse that comes, and then watch what happens. And you're going to discover that your true power, your true leverage is in syncing up with this source energy. Esther heard someone the other day say something very funny, that if you're not willing to meditate, you could just as well be in a place of appreciation as meditation, because there's no resistance in either one. But when you meditate, it's a surefire way to get there. So not being willing to meditate and not getting into the receiving mode is like getting in your car and refusing to take your keys. I did almost all of it. Or like deciding you're going to vacuum your whole house, but you're not going to plug your vacuum in. Just going to run that thing up and down everywhere, make all those marks on the carpet, but I'm not plugging it in. I'm not plugging it in. And when you meditate, when you plug in, oh, that's when you connect to your true power. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. Good time for a segment of refreshment. Enough?
I've been many times into that place where meditation has worked, and we've manifested things and had manifested so many great things in our life.
Oh,
Lately,
right.
When I'm trying to meditate, it's like my brain is not getting out of my way.
Here's the thing. Got into that place where meditation has worked. So you're trying to get too far down the road. I'm meditating in order to solve this problem, and in order to solve this problem, in order to solve this problem. So that's why your brain's in the way, because there's too much involvement and too much effort. The purpose of meditation is just to chill. The purpose of meditation is just to quiet your mind, not to fix something. That's the little piece that you're really wanting to hear. And that's why the earlier in the day you meditate, the more success you will have. Esther said to her daughter the other day, I sat to meditate, and then I thought thoughts, and then I let go of them, and then I thought more thoughts, and then I let go of them, and then I thought more thoughts, and then I let go of them, and then I thought more thoughts, and then I let go of them, and I thought more thoughts. And it took me about 12 minutes, because she had already checked her email, and her head was full of stuff. Her head was full of stuff, and Esther knew, these are my thoughts, not Abraham's thoughts. These are my thinking thoughts, not my receiving thoughts. And meditation is your path to receiving. You see, that's why so many people misunderstand meditation. They want to use it for visualization. Visualization is also receiving. We've not said that to you before. Did you hear that? Visualization is you in the receiving mode, and you receiving thought vibrations that you are translating visually. You're not conjuring them, you're receiving them. And so You gotta chill, you gotta relax, you gotta let go, you gotta distract yourself. So the way you do it is by finding something to think about that's not a very big thought. Like listen for something. Listen in this room. See if you can find something to listen for. Hear it? Esther loves refrigerators in hotel rooms because they've got that. Listen. Hear it? Focus on it. Only it. Just listen to it. If we'd be quiet, you would. Something that simple. Just focus on it and just think to yourself, I can hear that. I can hear that. I can still hear that. I can hear that. I can hear that. Hear that? Now you got a choice. You can listen to that or that. What's it going to be? Oh, that. One day, Esther had meditated. A friend came by. They were going to walk, and the stream was making such lovely sounds in the courtyard. They decided to sit and listen to the stream and meditate. Both of them had already meditated, but they thought, why not do it again, together? So they're listening to the stream. Almost as soon as they sat down, a jet flew over. And then another jet flew over. And then another jet flew over. Unusual. Another jet flew over. Might be World War III. Another jet flew over. Another jet flew over. But then Esther discovered that even with all of that commotion, she could still hear the stream. And when their 15 minutes was done and they were walking and both feeling so good, Esther said, I think I just learned something else. We're out in the real world where there's all kinds of jets flying over, all kinds of stuff going on. But if we've tuned ourselves to the frequency of our sound, of our inner being, then it won't matter what else is going on. We can still hold that. And so the best thing in the world would be for the jets to fly over to cause Esther to need to focus. It's easy when you're in a quiet room that you can control. Not so easy when you're out in the world where there's all kinds of things going on, or in a relationship where there's things going on. But the name of the game is focus, isn't it? The name of the game is focus with intention. And what's the intention? Satisfaction. And if there's anything else going on, my satisfaction, not you, honey, I love you, but my satisfaction. I love you so much that I'm going to selfishly tune to my own resources. And once I'm tuned to them, I'll give you everything that we've all got to give you. But I'm not going to focus on you to tune. That's me out of whack. I'm going to tune to my own resources first. And then I'm going to shower you with everything good that I've got to give, and there's a whole lot. And I'm going to pay no attention to what you're giving back, because you are not the source of my resources. That was big. If you'll run around this world and look for reasons to hook up and love rather than looking for those to love you, it's so easy, because your inner being's already got a whole bunch of those in sight. So when you hook up to your inner being, it's so easy to love. But when your concern is how you're being seen or if you're being loved, then it gets all out of whack because you can't control it. And you might be fortunate. You might find somebody who's really a lover, who's really tuned in, and who really wants to hold you as their object of attention for a while. But you can't count on that, because it's not their responsibility to love you. It's your responsibility to hook up with love. And once you get that, then you're happily ever after all the time. We've enjoyed this a lot. We've enjoyed this whole day a lot. It's a wonderful thing that happens when you're willing to come and play with us and focus with us and allow your energy to rise. It did. And the benefit of that will be evident to you as you move forward in the hours and days that follow. We want you to give yourself credit for your willingness to tune to the frequency of who you really are. And we want you to take it easy. We want you to care about the receiving mode and to realize that the key to the receiving mode is relaxing and giving in and giving up and letting go. Because you've already done the work. And Source is already aware of the work that you've done and is already appreciating the work that you've done. And now it's time for you to cash in your vibrational chips and allow all of that that's in your vortex to flow seamlessly into your life experience. But you got to get into the vibrational equivalency of the things that you've asked for. Your vortex is very high flying. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain joyfully in your vortex. Hey!